I miss you guys so much.
I know.
What's going on?
Just trying to get through like everyone else, right?
Yeah.
How's Michael doing?
He's doing fantastic.
How scary was that?
I couldn't even put it into words.
So
It was the
did he
worst.
start feeling stuff right away, or like what happened?
He got a fever on the 20th.
Right.
He left work on the 20th with a fever. He was having trouble keeping the fever down, but then he started to get a cough around the 28th.
Okay.
He started to get shortness of breath on the 31st. So that was 11 days. And then that's when they admitted him. And then he went into an induced coma and they put him on a breathing machine.
My God, that is so scary. I can't eat, because you know what it is? You hear it, you hear people talking about it, but when you know people that are actually going through it, that's what makes it like reality, like scary, you know?
Yeah, it was bad. I remember.
And nobody could go and see him, right? Because we weren't allowed at the hospital.
No one was allowed at the hospital, and I would be getting phone calls from my son Joey, who would talk to Michelle, his wife, who was speaking to the doctor, and they would kind of give me updates. But there was a point where I just fell to the ground, and I just begged God. I said, I will never recover from this.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I was like, oh my gosh,
recover.
if something had happened, God forbid, I don't even know
God
how you
saved his life. He saved mine as well, and his brother and my ex-wife. I mean, it was a real miracle. I mean, it was a miracle. It was an absolute miracle.
What a blessing, though. At least he's home. He's good. He's recovering. You know, that's the most important part.
Thank God.
Yeah. So what else is going on? Anything? You're always busy.
Comedy Kitchen's been put on hold because of the COVID-19. So
right.
You're in the middle of shooting a season, right?
We have 9 more shows to shoot in Los Angeles, but we can't do anything for Amazon until this.
Until everything. Yeah, but at least you have like the first the first episode and stuff.
No, we have 4 filmed. We have 9 more to do.
Right. Okay. But
we shot 12 of the podcast videos.
Right. That's what I was going to say.
Like the pre-launch to the actual show, but then we had to hold up on the actual show.
So the podcast is like on the, you guys do it through what? Like, how do you do that?
They're doing it through YouTube and I think iTunes.
Okay.
So they're promoting that on the Comedy Kitchen website, on Instagram. And I've been reposting some of the stuff that they've been doing. And then you can go on YouTube and watch it, watch the actual podcast, or you can listen to it on, I believe, iTunes.
Yeah, you guys are a riot together. It's such a funny show. If anybody's interested in catching that, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, we had a great time.
Yeah. So well, you guys have chemistry too.
Yeah, me and Craig always did. There's just it just works. It's hard to explain it.
You have to have chemistry though. If you're doing a show with someone, if you don't have it, it shows right off the bat, Oh
yeah.
So
yeah, we knew that when we shot the pilot. The first thing everyone said was, "There's a real magic between the two of you."
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And he's a brilliant comic. He's a great guy, and he's been my mentor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, we're just hanging around.
Yeah.
Doing a lot of cooking, because you're actually pissing me off with all of these dishes that.
Well, Maria just commented. She's like, "Can I do a takeout?" She's like, "Can I pull up and take a takeout from you guys?"
Yeah. Yeah, because she's eating what she wants. I, for the entire lockdown, have been on a diet. So, because I got really big again.
Yeah.
And actually went from 327 now down to 289.
Oh, wow. Nice. That's amazing.
So while people were gaining weight on the quarantine, I dropped almost 40 pounds.
Well, that's why we had to control ourselves, because we were finding ourselves
I mean, we were so bored. We were drinking wine more than normal. We were drinking almost every night.
Wait, go back. because even your normal is pretty rough.
No, we would drink like, one on the weekends, but we found ourselves like drinking almost every other day.
We usually don't drink during the week, and it was almost every other day, and then we were just eating more because we were bored, and then so we ended up we didn't really gain any weight, but we were starting to feel a little
like bloated,
Yeah, so we did a 30-day just vegetarian type diet. And
so no meat. We haven't had any meat for a while.
Oh,
now.
you're Brazilian. That's tough, boy.
Oh yeah, it is for sure, especially today.
She does really well though. Like she made like a bolognese the other night, and she used mushrooms as a substitute for.
Yeah, guess what? That would work.
It was so good. It
Yeah,
was so good. So, but yeah, and then just keeping the kids occupied. They're doing like the school from work, like from home, and it's just it's one of those things that I don't like. The kids get it, but I don't think they get it 100%. You know what I mean?
No, and thank God they don't get it 100% because it's driving. That's why I don't watch. I watch Netflix.
Yeah.
I watch Amazon. You know what I mean? Like I watch on demand. I watch no news. No.
Yeah. It's so hard to get, but it's so hard to like not see it, because it's on social media. It's like everywhere. Anywhere you go, somebody's posting or talking about something,
Yeah, everyone's an expert when the truth is people really don't know much about it.
But, yeah, it's true.
Yeah, it's scary.
Yeah. So what are you binge watching then? Are you binge watching anything?
Let's see. I rewatched the entire 5 seasons, and I forgot how much I loved it and how great it was of Breaking Bad. Because
we never watched that.
Oh my God! Because
we're watching Ozark right now.
I finished those. I'm like,
those
shows are like weeks ago. I've been running through. All I do because I was moving this entire time.
Where'd you move?
I moved into another condo.
Oh, but still in the same building.
In the same building.
Okay.
But I'm by myself. I had to move an entire condo.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you don't have small furniture,
No, and I'm not kidding you. I have a picture on my phone, which you probably cannot see. You have to see this, because then they go, no, that's bull. You're lying. I'm like, no, I'm not lying. I actually took a picture of it. Hold on. Give me a sec.
Okay.
Someone asked how old our kids are.
Our kids are 9 and 11.
No, it's not that good. Oh, you're answering questions.
Yeah, somebody asked a question.
I'm thinking, what does she think I'm going to post? Just so you know, my kids are 9 and 11. Why am I not finding this? I'm really upset. I took a picture. Wait, I sent it to Maria, so I know I have it.
Wait, when was the last time you even saw Maria?
Today, actually.
You did? Oh,
but within distance, like I couldn't actually see her.
Yeah.
Right, here it is. Okay, now I'm gonna blow it up.
Okay.
Look how many steps I did in one day moving furniture. Hold on.
Wait, hold on. Zoom it. Bring it closer. Hold on.
Yeah. Wait. Here we go.
32,000.
Wow. Dude, I don't think we did that at Disney.
We didn't even do that at Disney.
32,000.
Oh, Maria's watching. Hi.
Hi, babe. Hey, Dan's here. What's up, Dan? Dan the man. What an incredible musician he is. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Really?
How's your music going?
It's really good. Gabby's full EP drops May 1st.
Oh, good.
So all 5 songs are on there. He's never done that many in his life. Thanks, babe. Good to be loved and supported.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I see it. You've been playing. You've been playing.
I've been posting stuff up, just me playing a little bit. Because I finally it was only been about a week and a half since the actual studio was re-put together in this new condo.
Yeah.
Right.
So I was so anxious to get back to playing.
Yeah.
So I set everything up, and I just started writing some more stuff.
Moving that stuff must have taken you half a day alone.
Oh my God. It took me, when Michael got sick, I didn't move from the couch. All I did was say the rosary. Like literally,
Yeah.
I thought I was a monk. Like I just
Yeah.
said the rosary every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. And then once he was off the breathing machine, I still was worried till he's 100%.
Oh yeah, of course.
And he's still not 100%.
Yeah.
But you know, once that was kind of lifted, then I started moving again. So I would say for the last 14 days since he's been out of the hospital, I've been moving 7-8 hours every day. Every day.
Wow.
God, that's a workout in itself right there.
Now I'm out. Like the old condo is cleaned, it's empty, but I still have like some boxes laying around because Maria, if she's still on, Maria, you know, Maria will not allow me to put up a picture. You know, I was like, I have pictures of what it looked. Don't touch the picture. Leave them alone. Don't hang nothing.
Oh my God.
I may not see her till December 30th, the way this is going. I have to live with pictures lined up against my wall. So look at her. No. Yeah.
That's so funny. Oh my God.
It's
So yeah,
nothing.
watching. So you're watching Breaking Bad.
Well, he
Better
he
Call
made
Saul.
rewatched it.
He made
Better
it
Call
clear.
Saul, great. I rewatched Breaking Bad.
Okay, right.
Westworld, I've been watching.
So you binge watched Netflix, like Netflix, twice.
Yeah.
All of Netflix.
And I actually, you know, I don't know why I was in the mood because I never do it. I really don't. I don't. Oh, Schitt's Creek. That's right. We watched a lot of Schitt's Creek.
Everybody's been talking about that too. We've never watched that.
You've never watched Schitt's Creek?
No.
Come on. What are you guys doing? Making
Well,
babies?
No.
No.
That factory is closed, my friends.
We can only practice doing that now.
Yes, exactly.
Practice. You got to keep
No,
up
we're
practice.
watching Ozark. That's the one that we've been
Ozark.
we're on the second season. What, fourth?
Wait till you get to the
episode?
third. I think season 3 was even better than 1 and 2.
Really?
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, I look forward to it. Yeah, I mean, at night we're usually sitting around. You know, we can't watch half the stuff with the kids around. And then at night we're sitting around. A lot of times I'll be writing. Although I've been doing a lot more music lately than I have been writing books.
Well, this is something that's music to my ears because I've been wanting you to come over and jam and just.
I know. I
hang
missed it.
out.
We did that last time. It was
Oh my
a lot
God,
of fun.
you guys were in there the whole time. Maria and I just kept drinking wine.
See, what I'm trying to do is because you can't get anything delivered. I'm looking to try to go through my Focusrite right into the iPad, so that maybe I can do a Zoom and do like jam sessions with.
That would be
Different
fun.
I was talking about trying to do something like that. I just, you know, I don't know how exactly. If there's a delay, I don't know how that works, but I see people doing it. So.
Well, yeah, all
You know.
those celebrities and all those people for the thing. You don't think that they did it like that
Well,
together?
yeah.
You
But,
know?
you know, I mean, if you're chatting like this or you're doing it in Zoom, I'm wondering how well it comes across, you know, the phone of a speaker or whatever. So.
Well, a friend of mine, Craig Kaplan, is doing a thing from Philadelphia, so he's got a lot of, you know, big Philadelphia artists, and I think it's May 1st. I'm getting the info now. So they're going to be doing a stream, a free concert from all these different artists, and I'm actually hosting.
Oh,
okay,
that's
cool.
fun.
And Gabby's actually going to do 3 Little Birds. She's
Oh,
they're going to give her
nice.
one single to do 3 Little Birds. Yeah.
So Lana started playing the guitar.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, she's doing well. She's got long fingers, so she's able to move a little bit. It's just a matter of getting, you know, she's got to get used to it, but still
That's
good.
amazing.
You guys should.
You guys should do Highwayman.
Highwayman.
That's a good song.
Yeah.
You know, it's funny. I was a little bored, and because I have 2 guitars in my studio, so I picked up the acoustic, and I went on for video YouTube because I can't play guitar, and I started to play a little bit. And I'm playing. I'm looking at my piano, and I'm playing the guitar. I'm looking at my piano, and I'm thinking, I really love my piano, and I really hate this guitar. Like I really and it literally wanted to do a scene out of Animal House and just smash the guitar against the wall. You know, I could play quarter notes with this hand and dotted quarter notes with my right hand on the piano, but I can't play a chord on a guitar.
You got to get into, so Fender during this quarantine, I think until June, they're giving away 3 free months of lessons. Fender, you know, the guitar makers. So
you know why I
virtual.
don't. You know why I don't do it? Because I'm a barely okay average piano player at best, and I don't want
You
to
don't
take
give
away.
yourself enough credit. I've heard you play.
Yeah.
For the amount of time that you've been playing, you really do well.
I love playing, and you know, I know all my chords and my sevenths, and like I know all those things, but my memory, because I'm older, is kind of rough. Like I still need to read the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like when I play now, I've got, my eyes are so bad. And you've been to my other studio. In the new studio, I have 2 side by side, 2 55-inch televisions that are literally only 2.5 feet from my face.
Oh my God.
Wow.
While I'm recording, doing Pro Tools, and when I go online to read the music, to look at the chords, I can actually read it, because I was like, I can't, you know, pretty soon I'll need a whole like theater screen, a 10-foot
Oh my
screen.
God, you're so
My eyes are getting so big. But learning, what really helped me is, you know, really getting to learn all the inverted chords. Because I don't have to, you know, because the old way, you know, when I was first learning, look, Maria, you are a piano player and good too. You're too kind, babe. But, you know, you're all over the place. With the inverted chords, you know, you stay in the pocket. You know, it's much minimal moving, but you need to know them. Like you can't, like, I know how, you know, I got to know that is an F major, or, you know, an F sharp minor. Like I need to know where that inversion is by memory to go right to it. In fact, I just put up a video about people. I put up a Facebook video on Make You Feel My Love. I had played a small clip of it live, just for all the people that are struggling. Like you think we're struggling, people that have addiction and recovery are really in the worst of it. But every chord that I played on that tune was inverted. Because now I actually prefer playing the inverted chords over just the root chords now. So
well, Rick tried to teach me piano before.
Maria's starting to try to play.
Yeah. Where does
you should play.
No,
could be like dueling piano players.
So
there's no backup vocals coming from this one, because she's tone deaf as anything. But
don't say.
Stop it. So no.
Maria's a great singer, though.
So he tried to teach me, but I don't have patience for it. I really don't have patience for it.
Yeah, you gotta practice.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nope. That's why I like to play in the kitchen, because I can do what I want.
Well, awesome.
Well, you've had a lifetime of practice in the kitchen.
Yeah.
That's not fair. So see, people watch you in the kitchen and they go, I could never do that.
But the thing is, I feel like, and this is the way I teach the kids too, is that you're always learning. You know, there's always things that you should step out of your comfort zone to do. You know, like I'm not a strong baker. Like my dad's a baker and a chef, you know, but he does both, you know, which is in itself a challenge, because if you're doing both, it's kind of hard, because baking is like a science.
Yeah.
Baking is an exact science.
Yeah.
Where food is a dash of this, a dash of that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm trying to do like a little more of like baking, you know, trying to get out of that, you know, and see if I could do anything. I mean, I baked a couple things here and there, but you know.
Yeah.
It's funny they use the word baking, because baking is how I always describe my songwriting. Because if someone says to me, you know, so you write music, and I go, no, I bake cakes. And this is what I mean by that. I'm a songwriter. I bake the cake. Put all the ingredients in, and I bake it, and I bake the best possible cake I make. But I need the producer to come in to decorate the cake.
Right.
Yeah.
Engineer and the mixer to decorate the cake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's like, I hand you a cake. Here's the cake. Now decorate.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because I can bake a cake, but I am not, you know.
That's a good way of
I can
describing
do
it.
pre-production, but when it comes to what Joe Nicolo does and guys like that, I can't do. Maria's ready. Yes, I am, babe. That she's a great singer.
Yeah, and she's practicing every day, she said.
She's practicing piano every day now. Yeah.
It's good. How's how's the restaurant doing? You know,
Well, they're all closed except for the
Are
one in
they?
New York. Yeah.
so you're not doing takeout at all or anything like that?
Well, no, I mean the Front Street store's open, but I don't have anything to do with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But
So
I
all the franchises are closed except I think for New York, which is doing well actually because they do a lot of pickups and deliveries. But our frozen food line is really
that's
like,
what I was gonna
super
say.
typical.
Because I posted that. I'm like, that is such a great idea, like to do that, you know, like where people can order it, which it was already on your website anyway, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, but it's just now it kind of exploded. What would have taken me, 3, 4, 5 years of promoting just exploded because people are looking. Actually, I'm going to be on QVC again on April 29th.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Doing
How
the
are you
twice. So I'm going to be on April 29th selling cheesesteaks.
Uh-huh.
And then Ray's going to be on selling my round dog.
Oh, nice.
I forgot about that. I was wondering how that was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
We held
perfect
everything
thing for
up
summer.
because of this. We had to get the machine to cut it. And I don't know. I'm signing
Maria's
off.
signing off.
All through. All right,
Bye,
babe. Love you.
Maria. Love you.
Yeah, Maria.
Hi,
Yeah,
Nikki. Nikki
I gotta-
joined.
When we're back on eating meat again, I'll have to get a couple of those. I got a new grill that has a smoker in it. You gotta check this thing out. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So I
It's
have
nice.
to throw a couple of them on there.
I actually, what was the didn't you guys do a vegetarian cheesesteak at one time?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
No,
We did an ostrich steak.
No, I know what she's thinking.
What am I thinking?
You had that. It was like a roasted veggie
yeah.
sandwich. It had
You mean the Uncle Mike?
the Uncle Mike.
That's what
That
it
was
was.
the veggie sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it
what she's
wasn't a vegetarian cheese.
Right. What did you have? What did you have in that? Do you remember?
Spinach, broccoli rabe, sweet peppers, hot peppers if you wanted it, red gravy, onions, and sharp provolone cheese.
Oh my God. That sounds good.
so
I might
good.
actually try to make something like that.
Yeah,
That
I
sounds really
had kale and boiled chicken tonight. It was delicious.
We grilled. It was so nice outside, so we grilled on the new grill.
Oh,
Which
you
was
killing
great.
me. Killing
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
I do want
What?
to give a shout out though.
Okay.
I got to give a shout out and I got to give props because Maria was really pushing me to do it and I fought her all the way. But, I know I have it in my comedy routine. I make fun of it, but the truth is it really worked for me. And I got to give him Weight Watchers for me has made it made me lose 40 pounds.
Yeah. I hear
great.
a lot of amazing things about Weight Watchers.
The app, is amazing. And, I'm allowed 52 points a day. Plus,
Right. You take a quiz, right?
Yeah. And then it tells you how many points you want. What are no points? What are points? Like veggies for me are no points.
Uh-huh.
Right.
Meats are more points. So I can eat and get filled up. And normally I think the diet is set up for you to lose like 3 pounds a month.
Okay.
3 to 4 pounds a month, like a pound a week, if that.
Mhm.
You know
Yeah.
what I mean? But I've always had points left over, and they give you a reserve. So I have a 42-point reserve for the week. But now if I don't eat my 52, they add 4 more points to the reserve and 4 more points to the reserve. So right now, tomorrow, because I didn't use all my points today either, and I'm full, I'm done eating, I'll have 66 points
Right.
plus my 52. So if tomorrow I said, you know what, I just want to go buck crazy and eat like 5 slices of pizza and a hook, I still wouldn't be over
Wow.
because
Wow.
you're building. So they give you a cheat day, kind
Yeah.
of,
That's
if
great.
Right.
you want it to use it.
Yeah. I heard a lot of amazing things about Weight Watchers. A lot of people that actually on my Instagram that do it, and they like love it.
Look, he lost 5 pounds. He cut his hair and shaved. All I saw was I lost 5 pounds. Very fun. But I lost 5 pounds, but I never grew it back.
Yeah. Sorry, after this whole thing, I'm starting to rip all mine out. So, you know.
Dude, bick it down, bro. Bick it down.
No, I got giant elephant ears. If I shave my
God,
head, I will look like I'm going to take off.
You would
It's
look fine.
ridiculous.
Grow a goatee real long, man, like this long.
Ow! Like a Fu Manchu.
Well, I have a Fu Manchu. Why are you making fun?
How do you think she said it?
Boy, way to make fun of your guests.
Oh,
Thank you.
my God. Oh my God!
So how's the comedy doing?
Like,
I mean, obviously you're on hold from the show, but you got any new material in the works?
I was working a little bit about a skit I was doing for Walmart. I have a few ideas, but I've been so concerned about Michael and then just moving. So I haven't really worked on but you know, it's the same argument I have all the time. It's like, it's always comes back to the music. Like,
yeah,
right.
You know, there's always time for the music. Like if I have to split, I said, if I had to give up everything and just have one thing, it would always be just the music.
and that's,
I'm with you on that. Like I said, you know, I got the last book published, and usually at this point I'm halfway through another book, 3/4 of the way through another book, and I'm not even at writing book page 1 yet. You know, I have notes and stuff, I have concepts all laid out, but I've been going back to music more. I actually started writing more music.
Look, to me, music is energy, it's vibrations, and you know, not that the written word can change the world as well. I mean, both things that you do are incredibly creative. It's just that music resonates with me more than the written word. Like, I could read a book and I could be affected by it,
Right.
which is rare because I never read books. But or I can watch a film and be affected. But I can hear a song and be so incredibly moved by it that it not only can change my whole mood, it could change the way I look at things as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
And I think that's for most people too. Music just connects with people on multiple levels.
I mean, I use, when I'm cooking, I have to have music on. It's something about having music on when I'm cooking. I love it.
Really? See, now I'm the opposite.
Oh my gosh, I need to have it on. It just gives me like inspiration. Like, I can play anything from like country, standard jazz, like anything. It gets me like in the mood or something. I don't know.
You know what was weird? You mentioned country.
Uh-huh.
So I got a call from a guy from Nashville looking for music, for country music. And I'm like, well, you know, I could write country.
Right.
And then I remembered a song. It was the very first song I had ever written, ever. This is 1981.
Okay.
First song I ever wrote. Do you believe I actually remembered the entire tune? And what was great was, this was the first time I was able to sit in front of the piano and hear the melody and go, oh, that's in the key of C. Okay, so it's C. And able to pick out the chords to a song I had written, I don't know, what was that? 39 years.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but sometimes those things stick with you, you know, like it's like your first thing that you wrote or whatever. It's always going to stick with you. You know what I mean?
I never thought I would, I hadn't remembered it in 39 years. And all of a sudden, it just, because I don't remember yesterday.
Right.
No, I know. I can't remember what I had for dinner the same night.
Right.
How am I remembering that?
No,
So
it's pretty bad.
That I remember, you know, God must want me to put it out. Like, because that's how I look at it. I did a Zoom podcast last night, and they had talked to me about songwriting, and they said, where does it come from? Like, how do you think about the idea? And I really, it doesn't. And I'm curious. I want to ask you the same question, because for me, it all comes from God. Like none of it comes from me. Like
Right.
I just hear it. Like I hear the melody. I hear the chords. I hear the words in my head. I'm not making them. I hear it. Like, so I don't, it can't come from me. It's got to come from
Right.
something.
No, I agree. I agree. When I sit down and I write, it'll come out of nowhere. You know, I'll just be fiddling around, you know, on guitar or piano or something, and it'll come out of nowhere. And then the lyrics, they just come. I mean, you know, I write, so writing lyrics is easier than writing a story for me. You know,
Yeah.
and stories come
Actually, I'm for you, but I'm going to disagree with you that I think it's more difficult to tell the story in a verse because you don't have
You have a
120
limited
pages.
Yeah.
You've got to tell that entire story
Right.
in like 3 minutes, as opposed to a novel, which could take you, you know, a week to read, a
Yeah.
month to read.
Yeah.
So it's you know, I mean, you are a wordsmith, obviously. So
Well, thank you.
you know, you are, and I think that your vocabulary is wide enough where those words may come a little bit easier to you than most.
Yeah.
Right.
But still, the idea of writing an entire song, telling that entire story in this many words
Right.
is
Yeah.
incredibly
Well,
difficult.
and that's why a lot of times, and you've done this too, like in the stuff that you worked on, you know, a lot of times when I write a block of songs and end up going on an album or something, overall, the whole overall theme of albums that I've done often connects, almost like each song is a different chapter in the story, even though they're not related when you listen to them. You know, but if you put them all together, you can kind of see an underlying theme to the whole thing. Anyway.
Well, because when you're writing, you're in a particular frame of mind.
Yeah.
So however long, you know, however many tunes you write while you're in that frame of mind does tell that story,
Yeah.
does tell how you feel. And for me, it's very cathartic for me.
Yeah.
It really is, you know, it's my therapy, and it really helps me a lot. Oh,
Well,
Agnes is on.
Yeah.
it's kind of like a therapy, really. Music, I see, for like a lot of people, like
Oh, God.
therapeutic. You know?
Well,
Yeah.
you want to touch, I mean, it touches, it does touch your soul. It doesn't
Yeah.
just, you know, it may come in through the ear, but there was a movie which I absolutely was one of my favorite films called Mr. Holland's Opus
Oh, it was great.
with Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss was in
It was
it.
a great film, and what I loved about it was his son was deaf, but he still heard the music.
Right.
He felt the vibrate. You know, that's why I always say music isn't, it's energy. Well, a sound is vibration. So, but that energy that you feel, that is what really affects you.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. So for
Is it bad luck that like a black, well, it's not a black cat, it's more like a gray.
He's a Russian blue.
He's a blue cat?
Yeah, well, the lighting in here is
they're called Russian blue cats because they're
sad all the time.
No, it looks
because
like
you took them out of Russia. They were in
looks,
Russia and they were happy, and now they're blue Russian cats.
No, he's like hyperallergenic and everything. Like his like fur is like different, and if he's in the sun, his fur looks like silver, but sometimes it almost
like
looks
a grayish
blue,
almost like a charcoal type, you know.
Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Music wise, what would be your, I guess, your go-to album that you just would listen to? Do you have any like your favorite or?
Yeah, to me, the greatest album ever. Now, I'm a huge Beatles fan. I just want to tell you, but they would come in at number 2. I want to say Marvin Gaye's "What's Going On" was
so good.
Was probably one of the greatest albums. I mean, it was just every song on that album was so poignant and talk about telling the story of an entire country. The whole vibe, what was going on. To me, that is the single greatest masterpiece ever. That entire album is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
That is a really good one.
Yeah.
And there's so
Hey,
many.
Harry, how are you, brother?
And so I have a question then. I'm going to ask him this because we talked to Marilyn last week.
Okay.
So Michael Jackson or Prince?
Prince.
Yeah, he's Prince.
Yeah, see?
I think a lot of people.
I said this too. I said I think every musician is automatically going to pick Prince. However,
even though, don't take away, Michael Jackson was an incredible musician in his own right. It's just your preference, you know. That whole vibe, Prince's whole vibe was the vibe that I grew up with, like that.
Right.
You know, I was an R&B writer. I mean, that's what I did. I wrote R&B music. It's all I ever listened to.
Yeah. Right. My thing is, I think one was more of an Well, no, they're both
very entertaining.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson songs, you hear them.
Performance-wise,
they kind of get stuck in your head.
Yeah.
Well, not performance. Michael Jackson, performance-wise, was ridiculous.
But do you remember, like, Prince, like, when he would, like, do the splits and, like, do his spins and, like, with the guitar and everything?
You mean when he did James Brown?
Yeah, yes, like that, yeah.
Yeah, so, but see, here's the difference. Here's the difference for me. Prince had Prince. Mm-hmm. Michael Jackson had Quincy Jones.
Right.
See, so would Michael Jackson have been Michael Jackson without Quincy Jones? Because I know Prince would always still be Prince.
Right.
Because he had Prince.
Right.
You see what I mean?
Or so wait, what was his thing that one time? What did he come up with? It wasn't Prince. It was
the artist
was the symbol.
Symbol,
yeah. Yeah, he came up with a symbol.
Yeah.
He was pissed at the label, yeah. That's when you know you're super famous, when they go, I don't want to be referred to by a name. Yeah. I'm a symbol now.
Yeah.
And people go, okay.
Yeah.
So that's when you know, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I told people I'd like to be called the symbol, this is what I would get.
Yeah.
That's my symbol.
Oh my God.
Well, and then, they do that, and then you just go, well, look, I got 35,000 steps in yesterday, so,
And never left the freaking house. Well, never left the building.
That is amazing.
35,000 steps and never left the building.
I don't even know how that's possible. I'm not kidding.
Because I'm me. I'm 58 years old. I have a dolly with one little end table, wheeling it down one hallway, going up, wheeling it down another hallway, walking, then walking all back up, holding a dolly, walking to the second floor, then taking
Is there cameras in those hallways?
Because Roberta wants to see your little Charlie Brown legs doing this as you're pushing the dollies.
Oh, and I'm wearing a mask.
Oh my God.
I gotta wear a mask.
My God, if they had video, I would seriously. Oh my gosh, video.
Here's me in the corner like this.
Yeah.
If I take the mask off, I get in trouble. Like you gotta have the mask on.
So you have to have it on in the building too. Then.
Oh God, it's what I'm talking about in the building. Yeah.
Wow.
Really? Parsley.
This is great. I mean,
I'd be doing that if I could right now.
Oh my God.
I wouldn't care who was watching. Be like, Tom, what are you doing? Shut up. If you could do it, you would too. So.
Wait, what is Eagles draft?
Eagles drafted a guy named Prince today. Yeah, I totally missed out on the draft.
We haven't even been watching that. The draft.
I'm just, I'm not ready for football, and I don't know that I will be now because I'm missing my Phillies. And it's driving me nuts.
Yeah, what's happening with that? Are you just going to lose a whole season?
I think we're losing the whole season. They could do a really abbreviated season, but I doubt we're going to see one.
Like in the summer? Like
in the summer. They could do it, but
you're not going to pack 70. You're not going to do it. They won't allow it.
Right.
They're
you have to have a certain kind of games. They'd have to change all the rules and everything. They'll skip over. What was it? 90? Was it 96? The strike. The baseball strike?
Oh, I don't
I don't remember.
I can't remember. The baseball strike and the hockey strike happened all at the same in the same era, and my days back then kind of merged together.
Well, I just got emails today. Speaking of like travel and stuff like that, flights now are like $11, like for you to book.
How much?
$11.
Fly to Florida for $11.
So all it costs to get COVID-19 is $11.
Well, no,
Yes.
so you can book it, but you have until September of next year to use it, which I think that's a great deal if you
Let me tell you something. My ass ain't flying till a vaccine is created and it actually works.
Yeah.
Would you be one of those people to try it though? The vaccine?
No, he just said he wants to know. He wants to know if it
No,
works.
but how are we gonna know if people have to try it?
No, I would
Trials.
look. I don't want it. So I have never in my entire life gotten a flu shot ever.
The one time I got a flu
just
shot.
had Lana, and the doctors were like, "You guys need to go get a flu shot because now you have a newborn and blah blah." So we both went. I didn't have a reaction at all from it. He
Never had the flu in my entire life. I got that thing and I got so horribly sick. I had like 105 fever, and it was for days.
Yeah, see, 105 fever for days explains a lot to me now.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
And now everything makes sense.
yeah,
105.
That's all right. You're getting up there in age. You'll be catching up with your senility, so we'll both have the same brain.
Well, wait, you're gonna start getting tested soon, aren't you?
For what? I don't even want to talk about that.
Look at Tony.
I will tell you this though. I would get the COVID vaccine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
because I'm flu is bad, and I know it kills a lot of people, and they were saying, oh, this is weaker than the flu. It's not. I saw what it did to Michael.
Yeah.
Michael was 35 years old with no underlying health issues whatsoever, and it almost took him out.
Right.
Yeah. What did somebody?
Huh?
It was 94, the strike, they think.
Yeah.
Look, Harry's up on that too. It's funny. See, Veritas, I have on my stomach, I have tattooed Equius and Veritas on each side.
Really?
Yeah.
You not gonna show us, Tom?
No.
Wait, how many tattoos do you have?
I have a ton of them. But I got that from Boondock Saints, which is it's
another fantastic movie. I love that.
Oh man. That
well,
movie.
When I started dating this guy, he never watched he never watched like Goodfellas. He never watched Scarface. He never watched like all these movies. I was like, are you serious? So I actually made him watch all these movies.
Maria doesn't want to watch anything pre-2010. Like, I go, Maria, you got to watch this movie. It's unbelievable. Like, it was made in the 80s. I'm not watching it.
Really?
Yeah, she doesn't like older movies.
We just watched Mrs. Doubtfire with the kids.
It's a great movie.
Yeah, it's Robin Williams.
Great movie.
At his best.
Robin Williams, I swear, man. What a talent.
Oh, he's brilliant, but he suffered from mental illness, and
it's a very serious thing.
Leo told me a story. They were on set filming.
Yeah.
And just to give you an idea of how troubled he was.
Mm-hmm.
So they were all on set. They were filming, and Robin just showed up. They were on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And Robin just, crashed the set.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, they gave him a chair, and he kind of pulled the chair on the side, and he was just staring at the ocean. And he was super quiet. Like, he didn't say a word. Like, he would not say a word. Like, for an hour, he just stood at the ocean, and then some seaweed. True stories. What Leo told me, seaweed came up onto the beach, and he looked at the seaweed, and he grabbed it, and he was like, do you ever notice when seaweed? And he went on this 25-minute just comic genius. Like the entire, Leo said, we were literally bent over, he said, and then as soon as he got done, he put the seaweed down, walked back to the chair, sat in it, put his head down, and looked at the ocean.
Well, they say that comedians are actually they suffer from a lot of mental like illnesses.
Well, I mean, you know, again, it's another form of therapy. B. Hayes, Jerry Longo. How's it going? Truth and that's right. The ultimate truth, veritas and equitas is the ultimate truth and the supreme justice.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Preaching, trying to catch up on the comments.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was one of my favorite films.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm a movie guy. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you, and then I forgot. I was in the middle of, we're talking about movies, because I never do it. I never ever do it. But it was late one night, and I'm thinking, I don't know why I had an urge to watch it, but you know, I went on Amazon and I actually watched The Nail, and I never watch myself.
We were
we
love that movie.
I
remember when we first like became you're like, oh, you guys got to check out my movie, you know, and then we watched it. We're like, that was pretty darn good.
Well, it became a huge cult classic, and now it's doing incredibly well on Amazon. Like it's got a 4.5 rating because Amazon kind of breathed new life into The Nail.
Yeah.
You know? But I don't know why. I kind of maybe just got sentimental, you know, for the years that have gone by, and just because it was shot in Philly and Leo was in it and William Forsythe. And I haven't seen William in forever, and Tony Danza, Ray Boom Boom Manson. It just brought back a lot of memories of shooting it in Philadelphia. It was good to watch it. And you know, Skip Denenberg wrote all the music for the whole. You know, he did the whole score for that film, and he did such a great job.
Yeah, it really was. It was a really good movie.
Yeah, I mean, I can't wait till my Tony's old enough to watch it because he'll love it. But he ain't watching it yet.
Not
he can watch Invincible. He just can't. You know.
Oh yeah, we did. It was so funny because when we watched that with them, we were like, Tony Luke's in it. And they're like, what? And we showed them your character. They're like, oh my God, that's Tony. How many hours did that take to do those shoots?
They're all day. I mean, I got to tell you, and I've told you this story separately, but you know, God bless the director. Who directed it? That was
oh, I forget. We have it somewhere.
Oh my God, I can't believe.
Actually,
why am I blanking on his name?
Isn't he on the cover of that?
Yeah.
Aren't you on the back of that?
I don't know.
On the back of the DVD case, I think.
I'm not sure, but I gave him such a rough time because I wanted to do things the way I wanted to do them, and
I remember you telling me.
Yeah, he just was, because it wasn't supposed to be comedic,
right?
You know, he said this is a serious role; it's not a comedy, and I was like, "Hey, Trace," and I was like, "No, I feel the character this way." And at one point, he actually said to me, if you continue to do what you want to do, I'm just going to cut you out of the whole film. And I remember saying, then, you know, you do whatever you need to do.
Mm.
Yeah.
But he didn't cut anything out, like nothing out. He got so upset at one point where the scene where I'm hitting the bag, you know, I said, what do you want me to do? And he's like, whatever you want to do, because that's what you're going to do anyway. So just roll the camera.
Yeah.
When I was on Creed 2 on the set, like it made me, I mean, realize how much actors actually work. You know what I mean? Oh my God, they had to redo those scenes like over and over. And I was stuck for a whole week because I was like right behind Stallone in the movie, you know? And I was just like, I wouldn't get home until like 2 o'clock in the morning at times.
Oh yeah. I remember Franny when I was doing Mighty Max.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, yeah, you go out there, you get paid, you get paid this money and you get all this money and you don't really do any work. I'm like, I don't do any work. Do you know how difficult it is to do a role? Yeah. So I literally took her. I said, you want to come on set?
Yeah.
I swear to God, 18 hours later, on the way home, she said, whatever they're paying you, they're not paying you enough.
Oh yeah. No, there was time I would come. I was driving home in the middle of the night, and I would the one night I was like crying because I was so exhausted. I'm like, I don't want to be an actress. Why the hell am I doing this?
It's brutal.
And then he was like, well, why don't you just stop then? You don't have to like do it. And I'm like,
it's
no,
a great
I'm gonna
experience.
finish. I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna finish anyway.
It's a really good when you do it. Like when I had originally got called to do the Gotti film, I got called to do a completely different role, and they didn't want to pay me what I wanted, and they didn't want to fly me in. So I said, yeah, I'm not going to do it.
Right.
And I just went out to hang with everyone because I knew all those guys.
Yeah.
And then they needed a scene done.
Mm-hmm.
And I was the only one. They were like, Tony, you think you can do this one scene with Travolta? And I'm like, yeah. And then John was like, what would he pay me?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, I'll give him a day rate. He's like, nah, he's got to get paid for the whole week. In the end, they wind up paying me more to do the one scene than they would have if they would have flown me in and made me work the entire week.
Wow. See, sometimes things work out for the best. Sometimes I think that things are supposed to be meant to be,
They are what they are. And he was, let me tell you something, he's just a great guy.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get to know him at all filming.
Yeah.
Because it was just the one scene. So we spoke a couple minutes and then it was done. But when they were promoting the film, I was on the ticket to promote in New York and in Philadelphia.
Yeah, I remember.
And I got to know him very well, him and Kelly. And he really is a good human being.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool. Yeah, I regret the one night that you were doing it in Philly. You invited us down. You were at Renee's place, right?
No,
Yeah.
they went out. Was it Renee?
No, we went to dinner.
We went to dinner.
Yeah.
We went to
I regret that we couldn't make it.
Laverte?
Laverty?
No. Is it Laverte? My mind. See what I mean? I think it was Laverte or on Passyunk Avenue. And it was great. Maria came.
Yeah.
She was coming home from work. She's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm going to dinner. She's like, yeah, I'm going home. I'm tired. I'm like, I'm going to dinner with Travolta and Kelly Preston. I'll be right there.
That is so funny. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we just wanted to say hi and jump on and chat with you.
Well, I miss you guys so much. So
I know.
Yeah. We got to jam soon. As soon as all this is over. Yeah.
I swear I'm going to have like a huge party when this is all over.
Yeah.
And I feel bad because like Tony's birthday is coming up May 18th.
Ooh.
And,
can't have anything for him.
So
maybe you can do like a virtual, like a Zoom birthday.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people are doing. Actually, Lana's friends are doing that tomorrow. She has two little friends that are twins, and they're doing like a Zoom birthday party.
Yeah.
So, but
that's good.
Yeah.
You really forget how much relationships in your life mean to you until something like this happens. And then,
right.
And then you realize,
take it all for granted.
Yeah. It's if I had to live like this the rest of my life, I wouldn't want to live.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, it's because we're all, especially when you're a very social person, like you miss talking to people. You miss doing, like, I miss doing my TV stuff and going to events and all this stuff,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I miss it too. I miss, we have to do.
What?
When this is over, we have to go back to that Brazilian place.
Oh yeah, we should.
Yeah, I've been there in a while.
It's probably a little worse. Like it's probably a lot shadier now.
I don't care. That food was good. I'll be strapped.
Do you remember though? You were like, "Where are you taking?"
That's fine.
Do you remember that?
I'll be strapped. We'll be good to go. There'll be a gunfight at the Brazilian place.
Oh my god!
How was the food? All you could eat in a gunfight to match.
Yeah.
It was like the Wild West.
But I thought it was so funny because you're like, okay. And then you walked in, you started eating, you're like, oh my God, this is like the best food ever. And that's where you ate the tres leches too.
Oh my God.
There goes all your Weight Watchers right there.
Let me tell you something. I'll start hoarding points now. I'll have like 8,000 points by the time we go.
Oh my God, that's so
I could
funny.
eat the whole tray of tres leches.
Oh my God, so good.
But yeah, yeah, I'm really looking forward to just getting together with people, and I did something for the first time I've never done in my entire life. I know we only have a couple minutes left. I had to trade my car in.
Okay.
Because my lease was up.
Right.
So I had to get a car without getting a car. So Joe Kalari, my friend, I bought it off his dealership.
Yeah.
He got the car. Then my friend Andy, who does detailing, blacked it out and then delivered it to my condo, picked up my Beamer, drove that and took it back.
Yeah.
And I wind up, I don't know why, I wanted a truck. Like I
You
wanted
got a truck?
I got a Hyundai Palisade Limited.
Okay.
This thing is absolutely ridiculous. And I blacked everything out.
Oh my God. I'm still never going to forget your Batmobile.
Bat Vet.
I love that car.
Do you remember when Tony first saw that?
Yeah.
Our Tony, when you showed it to him, he thought it was like the coolest thing ever.
Yeah.
I'll never forget the Batmobile because I've lost a lot of money with cars over the years. I just did. But I probably, I probably had 75 grand into that car, and I wind up selling it for 6,000.
That's insane.
Well, that's when I had money, before I was completely flat broke.
Yeah.
Now, if I had that 6 grand, I'd be happy now. After lawsuits and, shutdowns, I'm happy with a freaking Snickers bar, and a tap water. I'm good to go.
Oh my God, stop it. Oh
yeah, I traded in a BMW for a Hyundai. So
It's
you know what I mean? It's going it should be going the other way as I get older. It's going backward. I'm losing weight, not because I want to be healthy, because I only have skinny clothes. I can't afford to buy new clothes.
So you
have
to lose weight. You
I
have
to lose weight, or I'll be a fat, naked guy running around.
Well, you're covered in tattoos, so I mean, at least it'll cover part of you up.
Well, I'm not all covered in tattoos.
Oh my God.
Well, I hope not. That would hurt.
Well, it wouldn't hurt. They don't make a tattoo that small.
Oh.
It would be just a period.
See, this is the thing. This is the stuff that you should be writing down now for your
There you go.
stand-up stuff. That is hysterical.
Spontaneous. I can't have it written down. I have to work the crowd now.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a scripted person, period. I don't like scripts at all.
Yeah, when she goes on TV, she's like, I don't work with scripts. I'm gonna wing it.
I mean, I like when they give me a script to go off of. Like
structure is different. That's structure. Right. They're giving us 30 seconds. They're gonna.
Oh my God! Why are they cutting us off?
It's an hour.
Oh yeah.
So.
Oh.
All right, Tom.
We gotta go. It was phenomenal.
I know.
I love you both so much.
I love you, brother.
Give the kids my love, please. I miss them.
I will, for sure.
All right. Talk to you later.
Talk to you soon. God bless.
Bye.
Bye-bye.